And one of the things your staff was egging you on to talk about was Jersey Gardens on Facebook. And you have a staff like I do, and when they want you to talk about something, you better do it. So
well,
you have this board, and I want to make you have this board, and I want to make sure that you know and you have an opportunity to talk about what Jersey Gardens is doing on Facebook.
Well, we're excited to have Facebook. We're finally on it. It took us a while to get on it. We started it back in August. We have over 2,000 fans. And I mean, that's pretty good because people are looking us up, obviously, to become a fan. So we think that's terrific from being in August. And we have 41 countries who already visited the site and registered. So it's a great tool. If you're a fan, you get to hear about the sales, coupons and discounts early before anyone else does. And it's so positive. We were amazed. We were a little skeptical about it becoming, kind of, customer complaint oriented, but it hasn't been that at all. Everyone has been wonderful on it, talking about all the good things. We get people that send pictures of themselves in the mall and showing all the bags and shopping, and so it's really fun. And we wanted to jump on this, and hopefully we're going to get on Twitter also. But it really has done very, very well. And our tourists love it because it's more universal, and they'll be able, international, and they can get on it and they can see what's going on in the center. And we often have to find people who speak different languages to even read what they've put on their wall, so we can understand what it is and respond to them.
Well, I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on Facebook yet. So managing Facebook is part of the problem the staff has. Is how do we deal with everybody that's going to post things on Facebook for the city of Elizabeth or the mayor?
Yeah,
how are you dealing with it if you've already got 2,000 people? It must be difficult to manage.
Well, you know what? We were concerned about it. We thought it was could be used as a negative tool, but it's been so positive. We go on it about 5 or 6 times a day, and we make sure we answer everyone's questions. I mean, like I said, sometimes we get somebody who's talking in Russian, and we may not have somebody that knows that, so we have to find somebody. But we always manage to do it, and we try to answer their questions, and at least within an hour. And it's, like I said, 5 or 6 times we go on it, log on it, and that's really it. Getting it up and running was the hardest, but once it's running, it's pretty easy.
Now, one of the things you talked about in this explanation of Facebook is foreign tourists. And you and I have had private conversations in the past where you've told me that many people in Europe and Ireland, they're actually running trips to this country for shopping because of the value of the euro versus the dollar. Mm-hmm. And you've said to me that the Irish tourists have been phenomenal over the last year. How is that aspect of Jersey Gardens going?
That is still going very well. That's where all of our increases are. Last month we picked up 36% in the tourism department, that's what we call it. And again, yes, they come, they hop on a plane, they come here, they stay at our hotels, they shop for a whole weekend and pack up their suitcases and go home. And they love it, they really do. It's value oriented, it's the name brands that they want. And they're so excited. And a lot of times I just walk around and I cannot believe we've had over 140 countries visit the mall this year, which is just unbelievable.
Now, and you have a luggage store in the mall.
Yes, we do.
Which is, you often wonder, what's a luggage store going to do in the mall? But that's been there for a few years, so it must be selling some wares.
Yes, he is. He's very happy there. He's the first to stand out there and renew.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you get people from Newark Airport. I mean, you're probably rooting for the airport to lose a little more luggage, right?
Yeah. Well, they come, they buy luggage, they throw everything in it. We find, shoe boxes all over because they obviously don't want to stuff them in there. So, yeah, the luggage department does very well. But the mall in general does very well, and a lot of it is because of the tourists.
And the stores this year, they always get more at the holiday time. And how are you doing with rentals? You always tell me things are going well.
We're 97% leased, and in our industry, that's terrific. We're, as I said, from...
How do you get 97% leased? That's phenomenal in this
Yeah, and
climate.
we turn very quickly. We don't miss a beat. If you go into our center now, you'll see very few barricades, which means a vacancy. Basically, if you see one, you see a coming soon sign on it. We also have a temporary leasing department that helps us lease the center for temporary tenants, usually for people who are just trying to start out and get local businesses going. So, yeah, it's been phenomenal. It's because of the sales have been so great, the dollar $2 per square foot have been doing so well that tenants and merchants want to come into the mall. So we've been successful.
Denise, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show this evening and talking about Jersey Gardens and all the new creative things you're doing.
Okay.
I can't believe it's 10 years, Denise.
I know, it's 10 years.
We worked on it for 7 years before that and putting the financing together, and now 10 years later it's open. So nice job.
Thanks.
For Denise Palazzo at Jersey Gardens, I'm Chris Bollwage. And remember, help the needy, drop off some food at Jersey Gardens, support Magical Night of Giving on November 15th, and shop when you want to at Jersey Gardens. Great deals. We'll see you next week on another edition of Our City.